Hey Kevin, Chris here, owner of CNP Marketing and Design. And in this video, I'm going to show you a few things that you can actually do yourself to bring more customers into your business. And they work by putting your business right in the face of somebody searching for your services in the areas that you target. Now, this is actually going to show you how you could potentially get, and I know this sounds crazy, 173 to 300 and around 50 jobs every single month if you targeted Kansas City for auto detailing. And if you wanted to do smaller areas such as Lawrence and Topeka, around 21 to about 40 jobs or more every single month by using these strategies. So getting right into it, I checked out your website and it looks really nice. It's just missing a few different things that's actually going to drive people to your website, allowing them to become paying customers. I love the logo. I think it's awesome. And the overall design of the website. But getting right into it though, the first topic we're going to go over is content, then backlinks, and we're going to go over citations and what they'll actually do for your business if you use these strategies. But getting right into it, page content is made up of the words, the images, and text behind the images called alt text that make up a certain page of your site. And you need at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on that homepage to be properly optimized with Google. And this is also going to give you a lot more opportunity to fill in with some buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get business for. What a buyer intent keyword is just a word or phrase somebody put into Google that indicates they're ready to buy your services. For example, if somebody was looking for an auto detailer in Kansas City, they're looking for auto detailers probably because they need a job done, first off, but you also know they're a local customer, not somebody on the other side of the world, right? So that's two key points when it comes to picking out which keywords are going to be best that you target. And when you rank for these keywords, you get more customers coming straight to you that are already looking to make a purchase. Now, it makes sense why Wikipedia is always at the top when you look for most things because they have the most relevant and authoritative content, and Google rewards them for that. So, in short, Google likes information. And in your content, you can strategically place keywords to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be put in front of when people search for it. This is why content is king, and it's the easiest and fastest way to rank for literally anything. So I based this video on your competitor, Shamarific Shine. They're based in Kansas City and they're getting a lot of traffic. And I wanted to just briefly show you their website, right? So when you look at this front page, it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cheesy. Their website's not secure, so they have a lot of things that is not the best here, but they are winning for some reason. And I'm going to show you that in today's video. So one of those things, they have a little bit more content than you do. This isn't exactly optimal, and it's really not filled with the amount of keywords that you want, but it's enough to be, putting themselves ahead of the competition right now. Now I'm going to show you the second thing, important thing when it comes to optimizing your online presence, and those are backlinks. To do that, I'm going to go into a tool I use called Ahrefs that gives you the breakdown of the performance of your website. Now a backlink is super simple. It's just another website linking to yours through theirs, either through a clickable text or image. So if I clicked on this and it brought me up to your website, that's an example of this website sending your website a backlink. The idea is that these sites act like an endorsement of your website from other sites that Google uses to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's almost just like a popularity contest where the person with the most wins. But not all backlinks are created equal. You want more powerful and relevant sites linking to you to show that you have more authority. Here's what I mean by relevant. If you had auto detailing sites or, let's say even automotive sites in general, if you have those kinds of websites linking to you, that's going to do a lot more for your business than, let's say, a site like Pizza Hut for obvious reasons, right? So let's take a look at the number of backlinks your competitor has to see exactly what they're doing and kind of use it as a roadmap. If we go over to the overview real quick. First off, what you're going to see here is a keyword stuff title. I can actually request an edit, and this is one of the reasons that they're actually ahead right now. This is called black hat SEO. It's actually not a very strong tactic. If Google finds out that they're doing this, if somebody reports them, they're going to be knocked down a peg or two. So as you can see, they have 477 backlinks. Their power is, not bad. This 27, it's not impossible to beat by any means, but it's not bad. And it's getting them at least to the top as in comparison to what their competitors are doing. You have 207 of those websites sending those backlinks, and about 171 of those websites are actually pushing power. They're ranking for a lot of keywords and getting a good amount of traffic right now. So let's take a look at some of their keywords real quick. So you're going to see a couple here that I would not recommend you go after, and one is RV detailing near me. That's actually a national keyword. Even though it's near me, you might think it would target, the Google Maps, but it doesn't. This is an organic keyword, so they're going to be coming down in the organic section of the search engine result page, which isn't really where you want to be, because this could be somebody on the other side of the country that searched this, and now you're showing up for it. They're calling you, and you can't service them, so it's a giant waste of time, and it's not worth targeting. It gets you a lot of volume. If you're going to be a national brand, that's great. If not, you want to stay away from keywords like this. But ones like these, car detailing Kansas City, car detailing Overland Park, those ones are phenomenal to go after, exactly for the reasons that I explained to you previously in the video. Each one of these keywords has their own independent search volume, the difficulty that it is to rank for, the traffic that they get, and it actually shows you the position that this person is in for it. The cool thing about keywords is that you can capture and rank for as many as you want. Each area has their own keywords that you can rank for as well. And I took the liberty of giving you a little breakdown, just a little taste tester summary. It's not every single keyword, but it is a lot of the numbers at the end of the video and what you can actually expect per jobs for these keywords. But let's take a look at a Google search real quick. So the first thing you see here is my favorite tool in the world, and it is the Google Map Pack. Many people go here first to find a business that fills their needs, and getting ranked in the top position means 40 to 50% more calls on average, sometimes it's a lot more actually, than top organic ranking alone, and top organic ranking being down here. What gets you ranked here is having a stronger and a larger citation profile than your competitors. A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number as it's written on your Google business profile, submitted into directories such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. And there are a lot of other ranking factors here, such as the actual management of your Google business profile, the content that's on it, the optimization of the pictures, and so on and so forth. But your organic ranking and citations are hands down going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. And you could also rank in multiple areas all at once using the same Google business profile if done right. So let's say you set up in Lawrence, so let's say you set up in Overland Park. It doesn't matter. You can actually rank in Craig, in DeSoto, and in all of these other surrounding areas if you optimize your Google business profile correctly. So by one Google business profile, you're able to lock down a lot of land space as long as it's properly optimized. This is also the tool that Google uses to use those near me and in my area and nearby keywords. Or let's say somebody was in Kansas City and they just typed in car detailers. That's going to be used with the Google Map Pack to find out who's going to be the most relevant option for that person that's searching it, so that way they can put the right person in front of them. So once your content, backlinks, and citations are all coming together and you're beginning to outgrow your competitors, here's what you might be looking at and why it's so worth it. So based on just a few of these Kansas City keywords, this isn't all of them, but some are also in Overland Park, you can expect on average getting leads this way anywhere from 5 to 10% of the total search volume of the keywords that you're ranking in the top position for to turn into paying customers. So there's about 2,300 searches every single month for this. 5 to 10% would be 115 to 230 jobs every single month just using the traditional SEO. Let's say you were doing the SEO and Google business profile strategies, which adds an additional 40 to 50% on average. Sometimes, like I said, a lot more, but that's about 173 to 345 jobs every single month by using both strategies just in these areas and just with these keywords, not including all the other areas that will be taken over by your Google business profile. So I also took the liberty of going into a little bit of an easier area because Kansas City has some very high keyword difficulty and it's going to be a little bit longer to rank there. But let's say Lawrence and Topeka, just as a few options, didn't go into the most in-depth research, just gave you a few of these keywords. That's about 280 searches. 5 to 10% of that's about 14 to 28 jobs every single month just by using the traditional SEO. Then if you use both strategies synergistically, 40 to 50% on average, sometimes a lot higher, you're getting at least 21 to 42 jobs every single month consistently by using both strategies in these areas, not including all the other areas that are going to be taken over by your Google business profile. So these are just these keywords and just in these specific areas. And this is just what the numbers you can expect are. Sometimes it's, like I said, closer to 10%. Maybe it's even a lot higher depending on what your conversions are. But how do we find these numbers? The average click-through rate of somebody in the top position of Google is 28.5%. 60 to 80% of site visits from buyer intent keywords become hot leads. You get closer to 80% if you have a nice pop-up or a nice deal that's giving them more of an incentive to call you or give them give you their information right off the rip. If your closing rate's approximately 50%, these are what your numbers look like just from the SEO. So 100 searches broken down, 28.5 times the 60 to 80%, 17 to 22.8 plus 50% closing rate equals 8.5 to 11.4 deals just on 100 searches for a buyer intent keyword in the top position. But I like the low ball, always at around 5% being the minimum, so it's never a disappointment. And I'm not sure what your margins are, but if you multiplied your average profit per job by the number of jobs you would get, what could you be making this year if you use these strategies? Pause the video real quick and do the numbers. What could that actually do for your business, your future, and your family if you took advantage of these strategies? So this is what I do for a living, and while this video is going to help you start generating a decent amount of revenue, if you want to step it up, go after larger areas, more keywords, go a little bit faster, or have any questions whatsoever, just shoot me an email back, or you can give me a call or text at 330-978-5004. We would just have a quick chat to find out exactly how much revenue you'd like to make, and I'll do the research to make sure that it's possible and let you know just how long it's going to take to do that. Then we would talk from there. Either way, I would really appreciate at least a line of feedback, just so I know you got some value out of the video, and if I could have done or explained anything any better to you. Thank you so much, Kevin. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon, my man.